For me, mas credible kung pakinggan itong si Carpio dito sa usaping impeachment kasi former justice siya eh. So, wide variety yung kanyang knowledge dito. And one more thing, nakita ko na hindi dahil Duterte yung pinag-uusapan, eh, babaluktutin niya eh. Unlike nung si Franklin Drilon, tama pa rin daw si Marcos Jr. Kahit alam naman nating sobrang mali, tama pa rin daw at mali si Duterte. Dahil Duterte yung kabila eh. So dito kay Carpio, kaya gusto kong i-reference ito kasi nga, malinaw yung kanyang pagkalatag dito kahit na Duterte pa ang pinag-uusapan. Let's go.
The House delayed in transmitting the articles of impeachment to the Senate. It even aggravated the matter, and that's exactly what happened now. The Senate did not even take it up in their last session before they adjourned. No? So that's the problem now, and they don't want to discuss this because they're on recess, and the senators who are re-electionists are more interested in their campaign now. And
Pero nakikita ko dito parang may repeat. May repeat din ito eh. Maalala ninyo yung panahon, I think sometime in 2023 January 20 or 2024 January, nag-away yung Senate at saka House with regard to that PIPI. Ayaw ng Senate kasi ganito ganyan, nag-away sila. Tapos nag-meet yung dalawang chamber, Senate President at saka by that time si Big Zubiri, yung Senate President, nag-meet sila at saka si House Speaker, and then from there on okay na sila, di ba? Tapos another repeat dito sa BICAM noong 2024. Ay, wala, hindi. Yung 2024, di ba, may insertion. Nag-iingay yung mga Senado doon, sila Aimee, sila Joel Villanueva, nag-iingay sila kasi may insertion na 26 billion. Pero dito sa 2025 budget, nagkasundo na sila. Pero ang iingay nila dati. So, kahit na sinasabi nila na, hindi nila tinalakay dito sa last session nito sa plenary, hindi nila tinalakay kasi ganito ganyan. Like I said, hindi pa rin tayo pwedeng magpakampante kasi pwedeng ipatawag ng Pangulo ito.
you cannot really call them to session now. The president, of course, can call a session, but the president can call a special session only to enact a law that is immediately necessary to be enacted, and this is not this trial is not a law. No? So there's that problem. So I think what will happen now is the trial will be held in the next Congress.
Okay. Linawin natin, sabi ni Justice Carpio, pwedeng magpatawag, sabi niya, except kung magpatawag ang Pangulo ng session, special session. But it is not with regard to the impeachment, but it is with regard to the proposing a law or a bill, parang ganon. So yun yung sinasabi niya. Pero may interview itong si Justice Carpio ngayong araw neto, at may update siya na sinasabi niya na yes, pwedeng ipatawag ng presidente yung Senado for a special session. Tas nagbigay siya ng site ng example na yung parang according din sa batas, batas yung GAA, di ba? So, pwedeng magpatawag itong si Marcos Jr. na, magkakaroon tayo ng amendments dito sa PhilHealth, o ibabalik natin yung PhilHealth, o ibabalik natin yung AFP fund, ibabalik natin yung education. Pwedeng idadaan nila doon para lang magkaroon ng special session. So, batas pa rin ang pinag-uusapan doon. So, may solusyon pa rin dyan.
When you have you have new senators, 12 senators, plus the holdover senators now. I think that will be the time when the trial will be conducted.
So, Justice Carpio, in short, you are saying that Senate President Cheese Escudero is correct in saying that an impeachment trial cannot be convened while Congress is on break. He was going by their own House rules.
Yes, because they have their calendar, and although the Constitution says that once the articles of impeachment is transmitted to the Senate,
Saya-saya nila. Mukhang punong-puno yung mga bulsa nila.
Like what will happen to the newer senators, the new batch, the old batch? How would this be decided? Would the ultimate
after June 30, there will be a new Senate, 12 new senators and 12 old senators, and they are mandated to hold the trial because the Constitution says they shall conduct the trial, conduct the trial, and so they will conduct the trial. What happens there is, as explained by Senate President Scudero, they would have to amend, revise their rules of impeachment because every time there's a new Senate, whenever they have new 12 senators, they always readapt their rules of procedure, their rules of impeachment, all other rules are readapted. So they will readapt that, and he said that he would want to incorporate the new developments in the rules of court. That means they will use judicial affidavits. If they do that, they will cut down trial work by more than 50%. And I'm in favor of that because this will really expedite the proceedings. So they will first...
So, ibig sabihin, anything is possible. Yan. Anything is possible for them na para ma-expedite, mas mapabadali yung pag-impeach sa Senate level, pwede nilang gawin yan.
Revise and adapt their new rules of impeachment. And then they have to give Vice President Sara Duterte 10 days to answer.
10 days.
10 calendar days. And after that, then they can conduct the trial. So it will proceed because there's no bar, no legal impediment to the trial being conducted by the new Senate.
But maybe the question there, the procedural question there is whether or not the 20th Congress will start from scratch or they can just take the baton from the 19th Congress.
They can continue because first of all, they haven't started yet. I mean, they will start fresh because they have not even issued the order for Sara to comment. So, and they have not even put it in their agenda. So it's the next Senate that will put it in the agenda for the first time.
Justice, can you confirm?
Not a single witness has testified. No
Singit ng singit
answer
to
yet
minsan, di
from
makantay.
VP Sara. So, in other words, it will start from the. It will have a.
Pero sa House level pa lang hindi na follow yung tamang procedure kung napanood niyo yung paglalatag ni Attorney Glenn Chong sa tamang procedure. Sa House level pa lang hindi nila ginawa at sinunod yung 'di ba dapat pag merong ganyan they would have to give VP Sara at least 10 days na mabasa niya yon or bigyan siya ng kopya ng ganyan. Pero nakita naman ninyo yung press con ni VP Sara, sabi niya as up to this moment wala pa siyang natatanggap na wala siyang kopya kumbaga. So paano nangyari na nagbotohan na lamang sila without even hearing from the side of the one being impeached, 'di ba? 'Di ba dapat ganun dapat 'yon. So kung sa House pa lang nangyari na 'yan, hindi rin malayong mangyari 'yan sa Senado. Na basta-basta na lamang pagbotohan at i-impeach na yung tao.
Fresh start in the news in the new
Grabe,
Senate.
no?
There's nothing to continue because they haven't started yet.
Hypothetically, though, Justice Scorpio, if for example, SP Cheese Escudero decided to start it now, what would happen? Because it would appear to me that it's his prerogative as Senate President to make this call.
Well, he was saying that his legal staff is going over the articles of impeachment to check the signatures, to check everything. So they're actually doing some work. But for Senate President Escudero to call the Senate into session, it's not in the calendar. So I don't know how we can call the Senate into session. There being it's not in their calendar. And usually the calendar is, all the time, is determined by the...
Nag-adjourn na nga eh, di ba? Nag-adjourn na sila. So, naka-recess sila until 3 p.m. ng June 2. So, may point na sinasabi si Justice Carpio na anytime the President can call, doon na papasok na merong executive hand. If the President will call for a special session, doon na papasok yun. Ang tanong, parang nagbabatuhan itong Senate President at saka si Marcos Jr. Sabi ni Marcos Jr., nasa Senado na yan kung magko-call sila ng ng special session. Nasa hands na ng Senado yan. Sabi naman ni Senate President, wala na tayo niyan. Adjourn na tayo, recess na tayo. Unless if the President will call for a special. Diba, nagbabatuhan sila? Pero alam nyo, sa ganyang estilo, na patunayan na rin natin ng maraming beses na pag ganyan na nagbabatuhan sila, tumatakas lang sila. But sa likod noon, meron talaga silang pinag-usapan yan.
Both the House and the Senate.
And I'd like to zoom in on the section in the Constitution that says once the articles of impeachment have been submitted,
To the House.
trial by Senate shall forthwith proceed. And if you check the definition of forthwith, it means immediately, at once, and without delay. So we have, I think, 3 more days or 2 days left till in the constitutional that the Senate did not act immediately as it should have.
Well, you have to look at the precedent, as I said, in the impeachment trial of former President Estrada and Chief Justice Corona. When the articles of impeachment reached the Senate, they did not immediately take up. They did not immediately conduct the trial.
Oo. Kay Corona, kay ERAP, hindi immediately. Pero mali natin dito kung nagmamadali ba naman sila. At sabi nga natin, if the price is right, lalo na eleksyon. Nung panahon ni ERAP at panahon ni Corona, hindi naman eleksyon, di ba? So, okay lang. Doesn't really matter. Pero ngayon, kailangan magkakanda kumahog ka kasi kailangan ng halaga.
I mean, you have to look at their calendar also. Forward doesn't mean at once, no?
Election.
In other words, as soon as possible, given your calendar and other matters in your calendar. So,
election.
you have only actually a few days. Even if you follow if they still have 2 days, the most that they can do is first you have to, they want to revise their rules of procedure for impeachment, and that will take time. Second, they will have to require VP Sara to comment, and they have to give VP Sara 10 calendar days. So they cannot start without the comment. So
Ayun, ang importante doon. Yun yung procedure. Yun yung rules. Di ba?
there's really no more
Bigyan siya ng chance. Bigyan siya ng kopya.
time.
Justice, the other question there was the Vice President resigns before a trial is even...
Importante to. If the Vice President resigns.
before the court is even
Ito yung huling baraha.
convened, or even before the trial concludes before she is convicted or not convicted. What happens if she resigns her public office? We've heard one side of it. Somebody said that means, well, House
Senate
Representative
President.
Joel Chua said he believes the law says that she is still immediately barred from pursuing public office. What do you think?
At ganyan din, etong kasing question paano pag nag-resign si VP Sara? Yung simpler question, no? Sinagot din ito ni Chis Escudero. Ang sabi niya, kahit na nag-resign si Sara Duterte, still, magko-continue pa rin daw yung hearing impeachment on the basis of perpetual disqualification. Pero itong sasabihin ni Justice Carpio, mas maniniwala ako dito.
Well, if she resigns and before there's a judgment of conviction, then there's no prohibition for her to run again.
Kailan pa ba ng explanation dyan? Sinabi na niya Justice yan former justice.
There's
Bakit?
also another school of thought that if she does resign, itutuloy pa rin daw yung impeachment
Si Chis Escudero nagsabi niyan.
trial. Is that normal? And also, I think they were using, with regard to what Regina just said, they were using as precedent what happened to Merceditas Gutierrez at the start of the
Meron pa silang reference Merceditas Gutierrez.
Pinoy administration. Yeah.
Actually, the Constitution says that the penalty shall not go beyond removal from office and perpetual disqualification to all public office. So, if he has resigned, it's academic. You cannot remove her from office anymore.
Common sense. Nag-resign siya Bakit mo i-impeach ang isang tao na wala ka namang grounds, wala namang reason kasi nag-resign nga Common sense Yung kulang na lang sabihin ni Justice Carpio, common sense naman, oo.
So,
Pero meron pa rin silang rason. Tignan nyo, anong rason pa rin nila?
I think they will just dismiss the impeachment complaint because she's no longer in office.
Exactly.
But what they want, Justice Carpio, is for her to be perpetually banned from running for other public posts in the future or
Yun kasi ang purpose talaga nila. I-ban siya para hindi siya makatakbo sa 2028. Kasi siya talaga, sigurado yan, kahit nga dayain sa 2028 yan, hindi nila kaya. Baka nga hindi lang 32 million Hindi nila kaya. They cannot justify even with the new election system na Miro. Masyadong halata kapag dadayain nila sa dami ba naman ng boto. Just like what happened kay PRRD. Dinayan nila si PRRD. Binawasan nila yan. Pero, hindi nila pwedeng bawasan ng at least 10 million or dapat below that para hindi halata. So, dahil hindi nila kaya yung boto ni PRRD, ayun, panalo pa rin si PRRD kahit na dinaya siya. Ganun yun.
or like forever, basically, unless she
they can
gets an
file they can file a criminal case because
Yun, mag-file ka ng criminal case.
that's separate. And
Mas maganda yun. Patunayan ninyo yung sinasabi ninyo na high crimes, corruption, at kung ano-ano pa, treason, patunayan ninyo yan sa korte. Hindi dyan yung magbubutuhan kayo dyan at malay namin kung magkano yung price dyan.
Okay.
In the criminal case, if she is found guilty, there will be a prohibition office.
Mas matatanggap ko pa nga yan 'Di ba? Mas matatanggap ko pa yan na pag nag-decide ang korte na guilty ka o hindi ka makatakbo, at least proven 'yun. Eto nga si Castro, 'di ba? Convicted na nga siya, dapat tinanggal na yan dapat sa ethics, Commission on Ethics ng House, dapat tinanggal na yan kasi nakakahiya yan.
okay.
But
But it's-
minus a conviction in Senate, then
Tapos dami ding mga convicted na na tumatakbong senator at mga congressman ngayon. Bakit? 'Di ba?
The penalty of perpetual
Pinayagan.
disqualification will not hold if she does resign.
No,
Yeah, yeah, okay.
yeah, not in the impeachment case, but if there's a criminal case, there's a perpetual disqualification also if she's convicted.
Right.
So it's valid to resign in the middle of the whole trial. There's nothing in the Constitution that says otherwise.
Well, that could be if the
Bakit? Si Zaldico, ang galing nga eh. Kasi, kumbaga, kunyari, nag-resign, tinanggal doon para yung pala, nakikinita na pala nila na magkakaroon ng issue dyan sa vice cam na yan. Of course, valid. Mas maganda ngayon, glorified pa na mag-resign si Sara Duterte. Just to prove. Ganun naman sa ibang bansa eh. Pag na-issue sila sa mga ganyan, mas glorified pa na bumaba ka na lang ng sarili mo. Kaya nga, yan ang gusto sana natin kay Marcos Jr. Sa dinami-dami ng kanyang mga pinagagawa, ang kapal ng mukha. Ayaw mag-resign.
Senate will continue, she will go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will have to decide, because that's a case of first impression, whether the Senate still has jurisdiction because she's not in office anymore. It could go either way.
The House has already chosen 11 prosecutors for this impeachment trial. Can you give us an idea of how that process goes? Because
Ito pa, nakaka-alarma ito. Paano mamili ng judges?
I think we just got a list of names, but we didn't have any idea on how this was actually done. Was there voting? Is it through voting? And how or what happens now if they don't get reelected in the midterm elections?
Well, if they don't get reelected, then they cannot be a prosecutor, public prosecutor, but they can also join the private prosecutors, because the House can also, like in previous impeachments, also engage the services of private prosecutors.
Right. And actually, this is something we've been asking the lawmakers since yesterday. How did they get chosen to be on that 11-member House
yan
prosecution
ang
panel? And
nakaka-alarma.
we've gotten different answers. Congressman Joel Chua said he did not present himself. His name was just called in plenary. Other people said the members got elected,
Maybe the leadership just chose and everybody agreed. I mean, there's no
What? Ganun lang talaga? Sila na yung mamimili? Si Speaker din yung mamimili ng mga judges? Para ka na rin nagpa-pageant niyan. Tapos, may isa kang, ikaw yung host, tapos may contestant ka, tapos yung mga judges na kinuha mo, bata mo din. Parang ganun din yun.
procedure. There's nothing there which says that the prosecutors must be voted upon. If the prosecutor...
O kaya nagpaliga ka ng basketball, tapos may team ka, tapos yung referee mo, yung mga committee mo, tao mo din, bata mo din. Yung referee, yung mga scorer, lahat.
the prosecutors are recommended by the speaker,
Oh,
and
speaker pa.
nobody objects, and that's it.
So in short, Justice, it's
Bakit sila mag-object? Hawak na yung pera.
kumbaga, bahala na sila. No? It's an internal matter within the lower house. So how they come up with these 11 names is completely up to them.
Yes, of course, because
Well,
they have
unfair
to
yan.
choose their own prosecutors, and if there's no objection from
Very bias yun. Bias talaga yun kasi ikaw mamimili sila yung may kagustuhan pa-impeach, tapos sila din yung mamimili ng
anyone, then the choice of the speaker will prevail.
Right.
Are all proceedings required to be public to everybody, available to everyone, or are they allowed to have
Yes.
an executive session of some sort?
Unless they go into executive session, in all the previous impeachment cases, everything was televised.
But there is a prerogative to have an executive session.
Yes, they can if that's what the impeachment court decides.
Justice, I want to go to the possibility
Pero duda ako doon eh. Hindi nila yan ite-televise eh. Nakita ninyo naman kung paano nila tayo binigla with regard to that signing of impeachment complaint. Biglaan ba naman? A day before, hearing ng mga vloggers, fake news, gano'n. And then, kinabukasan, yun na yun. Nagulat tayo. Wala man lang, without even a hint, a single idea na ganun pala gagawin nila. So dito, duda na ako na ite-televise nila ito. Kung ano man, kung i-televise man nila, baka mas marami yung executive session. Sa executive session na lang, sa executive session na lang.
here. We do know that Senator Cheese Escudero already said that this will be tackled in the next Congress. But President Marcos said today that he could call for a special Senate session if the upper chamber of Congress requests it. Can you weigh in on that, just in case the Senate changes their mind? And would they need a
Ayan
quorum
na.
on that? Like, what if one senator says no? Do they all have to say yes to the idea of holding a session during the break?
Or like you said earlier, let me just add, Gretch, you said earlier at the beginning of this interview, Justice, that the president can only call such special sessions under two circumstances. One is if an emergency law has to be passed. What is the other condition? Would it be this? Something like this?
No, only to enact a legislative measure, and this is not a legislative measure.
Okay.
Oo.
So, legislative measure, yan. Sabi ko nga kanina, may bagong update si Justice Carpio. So, in-example niya doon na pwede siya magpatawag at pag-usapan yung budget. Which is legislative yun. Kasi gaanga naman di ba? Batas na yun eh. So, pwede yun.
Right. So,
Ngayon, ulitin ko, pag pumasok na dito si Marcos at siya mismo ang nagpatawag, okay, in the middle of a recess, siya talaga nasa likod nito. At doon na papasok yung sinasabi niya na executive role. Walang executive role. Executive role na yun pag nagpatawag siya. Pag nagpatawag siya ng session during the break, alam na this.
but they can still hold that. What if one senator says no, we don't want to convene during the break? Does that nullify everything?
You cannot say no. President yan. Saka may budget yan.
No, if the president calls for a special session, already Senate President Escudero said we will attend because it's they have to attend a call for a special session. But the special session will be to
Siyempre atin yan. Waiter yan eh. Senate waiter yan
enact a
eh.
law, to deliberate and enact a law. And so when they arrive in the Senate, they will ask what is the law being proposed. There's none.
And then lastly, Justice, Senate President Cheese Escudero, is he also right in saying that they cannot compel Vice President Sara Duterte to testify during the impeachment trial?
Yes, that's a right not to testify again on something that might self-incriminate her.
But they can otherwise call anyone else within her family in her defense or to testify.
Well, there are certain, like the husband probably cannot be called because of privileged communication, but all others can be called.
So, ayan, to sum it up, yung last na barahan na sinasabi natin, yun, yung pag nag-resign. Ako, mas maigi na rin yung mag-resign eh. Kasi yung impeachment na yan, talagang itutuloy at itutuloy nila yan. Ngayon, nag-hire si VP Sara, meron siyang mga team of legal counsel para ipagtanggol siya. Ang problema dito, kahit siguro na gaano kagaling yung mga legal counsel na yan, kung talagang ito ay nakaprograma na, okay, game plan na ito, or ito na yung naka-blueprint na sa kanila na gagawin ng lahat, no? By hook or by crook, anything and everything under the sun gagawin nila to. Kahit gaano kalakas pa yung team mo, magwawagi sila. So, ako, ang nakikita ko na huling baraha dito, mag-resign na lang si VP Sara. Oo, at least pagdating ng 2028, di ba? Pagdating ng 2028, makakatakbo siya. Ngayon, ang another question dito is, paano pag sampahan nila ng kaso sa korte? Oh. Yun, at least yun, medyo fair na tayo doon. Patas na tayo doon. May paglalabanan talaga ng ebidensya to ebidensya yun. Pero dito kasi sa upper and lower chamber na ito, nakikita naman natin, they have proven already their might. Yung the use of excessive power nila. Diba? Kunwari lang na hindi sila magkakasama, pero magkakasama din sila at the end of the day. Nakita ninyo yung sinasabi ni pangalan nito, ni Marcos Jr. na we don't want her to be impeached. Ayaw daw niya siyang ma-impeach, pero pinakaunang nagpirma yung anak niya. Ngayon, nung kinonfront yung anak niya ng mga media, sabi niya, sinabihan na huhukayin yung lolo ko doon at itatapon sa West Philippine Sea. Natural, of course, I would be the first, sabi niya. So, ibig sabihin, binuking talaga nila, na talagang meron talaga silang personal na plano, galit at pagkadisgusto kay VP Sara. Meron silang walang utang na loob. Ganun sila kawalang utang na loob. Na alam mo yun, the more you talk, nabubuking ka talaga doon sa mo. Kaya makita natin na kapag ang presidenteng bangag na ito nagpatawag ng session sa Senate, alam na natin na eto na talaga ang plano nila. So, yun lamang ho. Maraming salamat. Hanggang sa muli.